Austin, Texas, a city known for its live music, a vibrant culture, and a thriving tech industry. But are we on the brink of a housing crisis? Is the market going to crash? Or are we moving into a thriving metropolis in 2025? Stay tuned.
Thank you very much for tuning into the Austin City Brothers YouTube channel. Here we drop weekly videos to show you and inform you about the Austin market and Austin's real estate. So if Austin is your next destination, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss on any of these awesome videos that we bring for you every week.
So today's video, we're going to cover some numbers. Where's the market been? Where's it going? What's happening with the tech companies? How many people are moving to Austin? What's going on with all the relocation? And
are we going to crash?
Yeah, what is really happening? You have two kinds of people. You have the pessimists and the optimists.
Correct.
You know, and they both have valid concerns. So we're going to really break down the numbers today.
Correct. So according to Forbes Homes, 50,000 people are going to move to Austin again in 2024. On the other hand, another source, MySA, is saying that Austin may be a city that people are moving away from in 2024. Also, there was a report from Pods, which is a company that when you want to move from states, they also reported that they've been having a very, very active market here in Austin for people that are moving out of this city. Well, the fact is that we have two waves. And as you mentioned, everybody has their own concern and valid points. So we're going to touch on that. The best way we can do that is start by history, especially the past decade.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's look at the median home prices starting in summer of 2014. The median sales price of a home was $241,000.
5 years after that, June 2019, the median home price with a 40% increase was at $338,000.
In the peak of the market in summer of 2022 in May, the median price was $574,000. That's a 70% increase. And then what happened in the summer of 2022 from now, June of 2024, is we had 16 increases in our interest rate.
Correct.
So when the interest rate went up 16 times, we had a market correction happening in Austin.
Yeah, it was like this horse was going wildly and that interest rates pulled the leash on the prices. And so as of January of 2024, we had a 10% decrease compared to 2022, and the median price was at $522,000.
So we're currently in a market correction right now, except for the areas where there is Apple and Tesla and Samsung employees moving in and buying up all the houses.
Right.
You know, there are certain new construction neighborhoods where prices are still going up.
Correct. Austin is this dynamic city that each segment of it has different supply and demand.
Yeah.
And so depending on which one you're interested in, the fact for you could be different.
Yeah. So it's really important to work with the real estate advisors. Reach out to us if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Austin so you can understand the numbers. What's the market data? Where's the supply? Where's the demand? What's the seller's motivation? What's the builder's motivation? Real estate advisor understands all this data. They can help you make an educated decision for you and your family.
Correct. Now, you might be asking yourself, what are the factors that are driving these numbers?
Yeah. Or why such a big drop?
Yeah. Why do we have such a big drop, compared to other cities like, let's say, Dallas, which was also it still is a very, very active real estate market, did not see such a big market correction. And the answer to that is just Dallas is a bigger beast.
Yeah.
There are 6.5 million people living in Dallas. So
a lot more people buying, a lot more people selling.
Right. So when the wave came, they were just stronger and more immune to it, as of Austin, which was is third of the size of Dallas. So it took a bigger hit. According to the article by Norada Real Estate Investment, Austin's strong economic fundamentals, diverse job market, and continued cultural appeal suggest that real estate market will likely remain attractive in the long run. The recent moderation may be present an opportunity for potential buyers and investors seeking a more balanced entry point.
The reality is we have Apple, Oracle, Samsung, Tesla, SpaceX, New Lincoln, Bohr all coming into Austin Metro. They won't be fully staffed till 2027 at the earliest. So we're expecting another 125,000 white-collar and blue-collar workers to staff these major tech companies, and the migration has only just begun. So right now we have about 4 months of inventory in most of the counties.
Correct.
That's not enough inventory to house 125,000 people, even with all the apartment buildings being built right now.
Correct.
So if you're looking to buy a home in the Austin metro area, now is actually a really good time to get in the market before the second, third, fourth, and fifth wave of people come in and buy everything up next year.
Correct. You know, Austin is going to continue to stay attractive to a lot of people because let's put it in perspective, right? Let's put it in perspective.
Yeah.
So tech industry expansion in Austin is real. 3 major companies, Apple, Tesla, Oracle, combined are worth $4 trillion.
That's a lot of capital.
The entire oil and gas business worldwide, globally, is worth $5 trillion. So these 3 companies alone are just shy $1 trillion to the whole entire globe.
Yeah, and they placed their world headquarters in Austin and won't be fully staffed till 2027. I mean, Samsung is worth $500 billion. They invested $7 billion in Taylor, Texas. And word on the street in Korea is they're bringing in several more billions of dollars, up to $100 billion into Texas. So that's the single largest capital investment in the history of America coming into one place, and that's the Austin metro area.
Correct.
So where do you think the real estate market's going to go in the next 2 years? We don't have a crystal ball, but these are like big boats in the ocean with huge wakes behind them.
Right.
And those wakes are a lower unemployment rate, higher demand, more employees, and a more need for housing.
Right. Also, another big company, Google, which just finished their biggest building in Austin, and it's not even occupied, the Google company is worth somewhere between 2.1 and 2.9 trillion. So if they decide to bring a lot of capital to the city, it's all based on data and what they know to be true for the future of our existence. So they don't, they do their due diligence and they know something before they decide to invest somewhere.
Yeah. Austin has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the entire nation. Right now, we're right around 3.1%, 3.2%. And that's a really good sign for A-plus buyers coming in, buying houses with 10 to 20% down. And the entire Texas job market, there are 750,000 jobs available in Texas. So Austin's one of the fastest growing cities in Texas. You can imagine a big chunk of that, 100,000 or more, are in the Austin metro area. If you took Illinois and Pennsylvania and combined them, it's 380,000 jobs for both states combined. So there's a huge demand for employment in Texas and especially in Austin.
Correct. Now, another reason that we believe that there won't be a big market correction in Austin, especially this is more something nationally, is the fact that a lot of people are sitting on large amounts of equity.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of cash in their properties because if you think about it, most people bought their homes before 2019. And those people are sitting on high amounts of cash, and most of them refinanced when the rates were 2.5%. 2.5%. And so if you think about it, majority of the population is not going to move if they don't have to.
Yeah.
So you're not going to see all of a sudden all these homes just flood the market, and that causes the crash, having more supply than where the demand is. So we don't think that that's going to be another contributing factor to the market. Now, here's the reality, right? There's a lot of uncertainties out there. We know for a fact that we don't know what's going to happen next year.
Yeah.
Especially the elections, all the wars that are going around the world globally.
The BRICS, the Brazil, Russia, India, China, all
coming together for a gold-backed currency. So there's just a lot that is going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty out there.
Which, if it hits, the worst way that it's going to hit, definitely dollars and stocks are not going to be the best to immune yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So we think
most secure assets, if something does happen, is real estate, gold, and silver. And every economic advisor, every wealth creator will tell you the most sustainable and reliable and dependable asset is real estate, gold, and silver, because no one's making any more land. Yeah.
And it just takes a lot of time to build a house, and housing is one of the first needs that people need.
Yeah.
So, we're laying all these information for you to take an educated guess and educated decision, because the reality is no single person is in the same situation or a same spot. If you're thinking about selling your home and you don't necessarily have to, we personally don't recommend you doing that, just because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can sit in your house another year or two and let the economic, turmoil, settle out, it's a good idea to actually hold on your house if you don't have to sell. But if you have to sell, work with a real estate advisor, a real estate marketer, and sell your home so you can move on or liquidate the asset if you need to.
Correct. If you especially work with someone that knows what they're doing, you're going to be in good hands.
Yes.
On the other hand, if you're thinking about buying and you really want to buy, like you're in that point of life that, hey, you're done from renting and it's a good time for you, just make sure that, again, when you work with someone that is a professional, you buy at or at least below market value. So let's say if you buy $20,000-$30,000 below asking price, below market value, even if the prices was going to go down, you still be immune and you won't take as big of a loss.
Work with the real estate advisor who can analyze the market data, see the supply and demand in that zip code, what the seller's motivation is. If the seller is highly motivated, such as if a builder has a lot of inventory, we know as real estate advisors that we can negotiate the price down and give you that $30,000 in savings, that if there's a market correction, you're protected.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, it's dynamic, and we just want to let you guys know that it's not as bad as everybody is saying, and the world is not falling apart.
When you have $4 trillion of tech coming into our city, building and growing, there's a little bit of insulation in our city because they are recession-proof.
Correct.
They're not affected by the recession.
Yeah.
These companies are planning for decades of growth and expansion all over the world.
Correct.
Yeah.
Google is going to take over the world.
So thank you for watching our video. Comment below. Tell us what you think about the future of Austin and where you'd like our city to go. We really care about our city. We want to do a lot of good in Austin and work with and do a lot of joint ventures and collaborations in the future so that we can direct the future of Austin to be full of home, health, family, freedom, creativity, music, and contribution. Thank you for watching our channel. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Bye for now.